which is safe because I have my car, so I don't have to worry about that one. But until somebody else wins, the Norris Trophy, I've had Hedman, I have a bunch of the other guys that haven't won yet, but I got, Morrissey, I don't know if he's going to win it. I mean, obviously, Werenski had an amazing year last year, but of course, he didn't win it. But, definitely always waiting for that next Norris Trophy winner. I haven't completed my Norris Trophy collection. I'm still missing the PKS Subban Montreal. I think it's the only one I need for all the way back to Coffee. Plus Potvin and Orr I have, but I don't want to get, the Rod Langway I don't have, Randy Carlisle I don't have. Like there's guys that really don't want to hunt for in the early 80s Norris Trophy winners. After Orr, there was a couple years where, some serious, defensemen won Norris Trophies, but I have no urge to add that. But if they will, like I said, if I'm able to complete the set and have Subban, and maybe I'll start thinking about hunting one of those guys, but you don't see them very often. Obviously, Carlisle was coaching, so you did see Carlisle more often, I believe. But and Langway, you do see them every once in a while. But like I said, that's just a minor, little, wish list, even though I'm not really hunting those. But the new kids, I definitely would love to grab, obviously, so Will Smith. I would love to get a Will Smith. I know Big Al's got one over in his multi-sport. Obviously, it's a 23 because it's serial number to that, because that's the year he was drafted. But that's not his number 2, which is what he wears currently. But like I said, I would take either one of those. I said my Sammy Reinhart is actually serial numbered. His draft year 14. But I don't have his from his official number that he's had. I think 23 says what Reinhardt. And I don't have that. So actually the 14 from the year he was drafted, serial numbered, I believe. So, but that's pretty cool just to have that. That's my Buffalo Sabres, Sammy Reinhart. I don't have a Florida Panther one yet, but not really hunting. But like I said, if it comes across it, I would think about it. But like I said, my PC has gotten to the point where I'm real selective about what I want to add to it. Of course, you guys benefit whenever I do because I usually have to shave off. Who's that? Oh, Will Smith. Like I said, I was a Will Smith fan when he was drafted, even in his college. And it's like he's a guy that I loved. I have him on my fantasy dynasty team from when he was drafted. So I've that year I didn't have a top pick, but I wanted to get Will Smith, so I ended up trading up. I think he was like the 4th or 5th player taken. Obviously, Celebrini was number 1 in that draft, but Will Smith I love. I think he's a fantastic player. Watching him play, he may not be, the superstar level status of Celebrini, but Will Smith is going to be a real good player for a long time. Got great hands, great vision, perfect complement to playing with Celebrini. But I love to see Will Smith. Like I said, I'm sure we'll start seeing more and more of them show up, obviously, especially with the number 2, as opposed to that serial number to the draft year. But I can wait. Like I said, I'm not looking to hunt. I'm not hunting for Utah. I don't have a Mammoth jersey. Even the UHC I put in the box. So the Clayton Keller. My Clayton Keller is in Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes, Desert Dogs, the Kachina style. So that's my Keller. So I have a Keller, so I don't necessarily have to rush out and grab a Mammoth one. Like I said, maybe I'll wait for Tijja Ginla. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anybody really. They got some great players like Cooley. They got some great players. Gunther, and Sergachev obviously is a bolt for a couple cups, but I'm not sure exactly who I want to get if it's going to be one of the new Mammoth style. But we'll start seeing more and more. Like I said, I'm happy we're starting to see more and more of the Kraken stuff, especially, like I said, everybody say anything with those inaugural season patches, I'm willing to grab them as soon as I see them because, like I said, that you don't see them anymore. Obviously, those are players from their expansion draft. Obviously, you're never going to see that patch again on their jersey, so it's always good to grab them. Like I said, I didn't see tons of that. I guess Vegas, we did see Vegas when they had them. Vegas got good so fast. So, they were just built to win immediately. And obviously, they had Fleury in net, and they made cup runs, losing in the finals. Obviously, came back and won the finals. Obviously, Vegas has been a dynamo from the get-go. Teams kind of learned their lesson with the expansion draft after Vegas turned into an immediate cup monster. And Seattle didn't have that benefit of getting the under the radar players as bounties for not drafted players like Vegas kind of did. And that's how you end up with Marcia Show. And then they definitely worked their system the best in Vegas to build that team. But I don't remember haven't seen their inaugural season jerseys in quite some time. But then you saw Stanley Cup jerseys for a little while, but obviously we haven't seen anything lately for Vegas. But like I said, I'll grab Vegas when I see them. Like I said, I know some of you guys trying to build a league in your collection. It's always good to have at least one of each team, and I'm willing to grab those teams we don't see as much. Vegas Golden Knights, of course, Kraken, of course, and Utah will be the next wave of New Jerseys. So we'll see how it goes. But like I said, just one box tonight. Good luck to all you guys. Good luck. Daryl, you already do have a spot. Yeah, Daryl's got a spot, so good luck to you. I can't wait for your break tomorrow. I think 5 p.m. Eastern time, I think, is when it breaks. So I had I had 2 spots. I got obviously 2 randoms, and of course I grabbed the last random spot at the bottom. So looking forward to that. It's gonna be fun. Again, it was noon. It is tomorrow at noon. Okay, very good. And everybody's kind of different time zones. Obviously, Big Al's out there in Utah, and like I said, I know we have people out in Midwest. We have people out. We don't have anybody real west, but still on the East Coast. I'm always thinking East Coast anyway. So, but East Coast time zone. So yeah, so I'm looking forward. Yeah, like I said, obviously, yeah, I said you're way up north. So, like I said, you can't wait to see. I've been following, obviously I get the emails from Josh because he's been doing regular signings. Obviously AJ's has been doing regular signings. So there's lots of good names, some that we haven't seen, some we see pretty regularly, but it's always good to get new stuff in there. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so I knew your partner does the breaks with you. Like I said, wasn't sure what his schedule was, but so that's cool. I don't mind. Like I said, I have no problem, watching it live or even catching it late. I know I missed. Did I watch the one? I don't think I watched the one where I hit. You said it was a little bit delay. That's why you didn't spoil it. So I was glad when I hit the Aho. So yeah, so I mean, so like I said, they're great. Like I said, I have that Aho ready to go. Like I said, if the Aho All-Star hits, I'll drop in that Aho in one of the next coming reloads. So not in this reload, of course, but definitely for the one in the end of December or early January when we do it. But yeah, so that's here. Like I said, I have the backups for a couple jerseys, not just that Aho. I got a couple lined up here for when stuff hits, but always adding stuff for the next reload. You guys appreciate that. You guys definitely enjoy me hunting stuff, finding stuff for you guys. Good jerseys. You guys are doing a good job. Daryl, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, there's enough room for all of us. Obviously, Big Al has been a regular with doing the East Coast stuff. I know he's, as well as I, have switched up with some of the other companies, Frameworth and AJ's, and it's good that East Coast, Josh has got a great product he puts together. I don't mind that Big Al has been doing that, regularly with his breaks because he's obviously mostly football, and he has hockey mixed into his multi-sport. But the East Coast is a good product. So we're willing to do breaks over there. I just haven't bought any of those boxes for you guys. I should get stuff for like a third-party stuff for Wednesday. We've done that in the past, whether it's AJ's, whether it's Hit Parade, whether it's East Coast. But I'll be looking to see what after the new year my plan is going to be doing for midweek stuff. But as of right now, we're going strong. Like I said, I can't wait to see you guys hunting the reload stuff on Sunday. But 22 boxes tonight, man. This is going to be fun. Cannot wait to see what comes out. So good luck to everybody. I can't wait to see what we got tonight. It's going to be fun. I'm really, really excited to see what comes out. Like I said, odds don't get this low, so it's really like a momentous occasion to me when we're able to get the boxes down this level. So you guys appreciate the work that goes into it, and I'm willing to make sure somebody gets rewarded, maybe even 2. If 81 hits, definitely be a second winner. But we'll see how that goes tonight. So good luck, everybody. Let me see. I got my list here. I got ready to go. Birds are chirping up. Like I said, I got lots of work to do. Obviously, this weekend we'll be doing the boxing up video, which you guys love. Then we'll I'll be watching the rest of the hockey this evening. So let's get my randoms up. So we're going. So we've got a good crowd, everybody in the room tonight. Welcome everybody, whether you have spots in the break or not. I know some of the people I've been grabbing jerseys from, I've invited them to come check us out as we break, but we'll see if anybody here just stopping by. So there's my list. Where's my dice roller? There's my list. Okay, very good. Okay, let's get this over. Okay, here we go. Okay, as you guys know, 5 or more always in our box. Our boxes are always in order. Box 81 is our trigger box. Box 81 hits, it will trigger a free jersey giveaway to every spot in the break. Tonight, that's 22 spots. So all 22 names will go into the randomizer, and whichever ends up at the top after 7 rolls will get the freebie. So, but that's if 81 hits. But there we are. We got 2 from late June, 3 from July, 2 from August, 2 from September, 4 from October, and then that's up to 99. And then 3 through 12, we've just hit 2. We hit 6 and 7. The only boxes we've hit from this last reload. So 8 boxes from the 22 are from my last reload. So we'll see. Sometimes we go in runs. The randomizer decides what we're going to do. So it's up to that. You know, we're all at the mercy of the randomizer. So good luck, everybody. We're going to do 5 or more on our dice roll. See what we got. 4 is no good. 5 or more on a dice roll. 8 times. 8 times a list. Good luck, everybody. 8 times. Let's do it. 8 times. 1. 22 boxes. Insane. Look how small that list is. 22 boxes. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, and the box we're going to open tonight, 1 in 22 box odds. The box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 95. 95. 8 times box 95. Woo, right in the middle. There we go. Box 95. Okay. Let me see. Birds are chirping. They love it. Box 95. Dead center. Okay. Where's my list? Box 95. Let me circle that up. Do my housekeeping. Box 95. I have no idea what this is going to be. So 95. Where's my list? Boo. Okay. 95 it is. Okay, let me see what we got here. 95. That's even more of a U. There it is. Hope the U doesn't get shafted. Hopefully they get into the playoff. Obviously, they have no business being in the playoff because they stunk it up twice to unranked opponents. But so that's the way it is. I mean, obviously they're eligible to win. They probably should, but we'll see what the committee says to them if the U is going to be playing in the championship. Obviously, you know, people are talking about how their offense and defense is good enough to cause teams trouble, but obviously the 2 terrible losses. I mean, like I said, they probably should be there, but you know, by all means, they're in the position right now. Then BYU and Notre Dame try and go for that last open spot. Obviously, we'll see what happens, though. Obviously, they couldn't win the conference. They've never won the conference, I believe, since they've joined. So, but we'll see. Like you said, good luck to everybody tonight. Where's my things? Okay, here we go. Box 95. Okay, good luck. Best odds we can get. 22 boxes. Box 95. It's not a double. I feel heavy not. Can't really tell. Can't really tell this point. I used to be better at knowing what was in the boxes, but now, especially with the doubles, we don't have anything really, really heavy. In fact, when we hit the Yager a couple days ago or last week, I'm like, I didn't feel that was heavy enough to be the Yager because that was a CCM. Usually CCMs are pretty significantly heavy, but 95 it is. Good luck, everybody. 95. What do we got? Who's the winner? Are you kidding me? Last spot mojo. Larry Murphy. We know last spot mojo exists. There it is. Proof positive. I don't know, man. The randomizer somehow knows. Larry Murphy, Hall of Fame, Stanley Cup champion for 91 and 92, back-to-back with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Larry Murphy. Incredible, man. Frameworth, COA. I cannot believe. Last spot mojo, man. Closer mojo. Just unbelievable the way that happens. Now, like I said, and everybody claims in whatever order you claim in. Obviously, when there's a last spot mojo, Murphy sat there. Everybody had a shot at him. And boom, Dale C. closes us out. He's on hot too, so there it is. You combine his heater with the last spot mojo. There it is. Pittsburgh Penguins black. Very, very nice. Adidas Pro fight strapped up, of course. Woo, fight straps. Larry Murphy, all script up. Very nice. Stanley Cup 91-92. Frameworth, one of the best in the business. COAs as they come. Larry Murphy, two-time Stanley Cup champion. I mean, he was a man that he had an amazing career with a couple of different franchises. Minnesota North Stars, obviously the Washington Capitals. Larry Murphy, big-time scoring defenseman. If he was, like I said, wasn't quite a skater that Cale Makar is, but if he was putting up the numbers he did in modern hockey, he'd be the darling of the league, man. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Last spot mojo going to Dale C. Keeps it going. Congratulations. So, sorry for everybody that didn't hit. Can't get better odds. 22 boxes. Absolutely insanity. There it is. The woohoo from Dale C. Stealing CK's woohoo. Man, there you go. Congratulations. The man's been out everywhere, so it's not just here. So anybody that's been watching breaks elsewhere, he's been hitting full-size stuff. You know, he's been on fire. So congratulations. Keep your streak going. Like I say, he got a package showed up, I think, today from me. So I mean, there we go. Very, very nice. So congratulations, Dale C. hitting us before the reload. There we go. Such a beaut. Gorgeous Penguins jersey. The big penguin on the front. Adidas Pro, Larry Murphy. So there we go. Sorry for everybody that did not hit. Your odds are now going up just a little bit. 15 new boxes on Sunday, but we're doing two. So 36 boxes on Sunday and 35 boxes on Sunday. So congratulations. You're very welcome, Dale. Thank you very much for being a continued supporter. All you guys. I love all you guys. Your family to me. Like I said, I have a freebie coming. If box 81 hits, I got a freebie coming the Christmas Eve break. So, and it just makes an announcement how. Obviously, I put that on the Facebook. Obviously, so not everybody watches every video, but make sure you guys know that we do. There's definitely going to be a freebie. It's not here yet. It should be here within a week or so, and that'll be given away to you guys. Just a freebie. You know, like I said, I like to give you guys freebies when I come across them. Anytime I think of something that, you know, price range is definitely worth, you know, giving away, because I mean, it's still legit COAs, licensed jerseys. It's not anything that's, you know, crummy worth throwing out. I mean, it's all legit stuff. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate the continued support. Look forward to seeing everybody back here on Sunday for the double box. You could, you know, I'll probably go live either tomorrow or Saturday with the boxing up video. Gonna be fun to show these off. I know you guys have seen the pictures on the Facebook page, but it's always nice to check some of these out up close, especially in the inscriptions, and, you know, obviously see the jerseys in the bags before they get boxed up. So there you go. Very, very nice. Nice to go out. Hall of Famer Larry Murphy. We had a pretty good week. Obviously, Dennis Bard, another Hall of Famer on Tuesday. Obviously, we hit Yager last week. You know, we hit some, you know, big jerseys. Obviously, the Markstrom was one of those on Sunday. We had, like I said, had some really, really nice stuff come out. We had goalies. Obviously, the Jack Campbell, the Heritage Classic on Sunday as well. So congratulations to you guys, the winners. Good luck to everybody trying to get on a winning streak. Obviously, Thomas has been pretty hot. Big Al is always hot. Dale C's been pretty hot, but it's up to you guys and the randomizer to come through for you on Sunday's double box. Look forward to seeing the bids. It's always fun seeing the first break. Of course, I got to work on the spot price preview for Tuesday. We're in a lot of boxes, probably a lot of unsold spots. We'll see how it goes on Sunday, but it's going to be fun. We haven't been up to the mid-30s in quite some time, but at least a month or two. So there we go. Congratulations, guys. Get to the hockey tonight. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Waffleboard Break's got work to do, and we'll enjoy a couple days off. Take care, guys. See you on Sunday.